Welcome. As we move on with everything that we have, our lives, our optimism, I think it dawns upon us that there are so many podcasters now, so many influencers and those who are doing good, yes, but providing information, but really they're just copycats. I was watching, again I mentioned Autodidactic's channel, and brought to the attention about Djinns, those smokeless entities, the Smokeless Fire, how they were talking about how they were entering the electricity for the L's, and how Djinn were in the electricity, they were in the phones, they are in technology, how our ancient technology was etheric and plasma, and that's how we were getting the electricity, that's how we were getting all of the lights and the power that we were. And then they brought in this electricity, and that in itself brought in the elites, the elites, and then the Djinns who are controlling, and the entities allowing it into people's homes. And then they're getting addicted to technology and these sorts of things. And I thought it's fascinating because we are ever more a society where people are just copycats on TikTok and social media and influencers on all of the platforms. And they just want to make it big or be popular. People's most intimate moments are being transmitted across, from having a baby to having weddings, to what food they eat, to their routines. Everything they do is being transmitted online. The kids have the phones, they can't live without it. So I thought this connection about having those smokeless fire, the Djinns being the demonics through the phone, through the technology, through the electricity, is very meaningful. And it makes sense, right? It makes sense why they wanted to bring this in, with all the new data centers now being so massive, with all the AI bots and stuff coming through. To house all of these entities, to eventually build robots, maybe even to house the Djinn within the robots. Terminator, anyone? Perhaps. These lifeless forms. But I think what's worse is when we start seeing the copycat syndrome of young people trying to make it big on platforms that are never for you, unless you sell yourself or turn yourself into something where every morning you have to say hi to your chat or to the followers. It's not life, it's demonic possession. We have here in Australia lots of problems when it comes to our politics and lots of solutions, but is it the same problem happening again and again, just with a different face? Perhaps. We see a lot of people trying to rally and start watching and cottoning on to the atrocities that our politicians and parliaments are doing. But what's changed? Nothing much has changed, because they continually bombard you with useless facts. People arguing, being aggressive. It brings the attention, but it's the same side to the coin. It just doesn't get anything done, because all of those people in powerful positions continue to destroy the country. And yet the ones who can actually make the most change, well, what do we do? How do you do it? When the world screams for sexism or for anger and hatred or violence, and unless you've had a position of power where you continue to grow followers and spread your message, it's fake. Even realness now is becoming a problem, because how do you discern who is real and who isn't? Someone who has had status in the mainstream and power and position of influence now, how do you know they're honest? Just because they say that they're a part of the good now, do you believe them? Life is moving forward, but you have to sometimes ask yourself, which side are you on? And if you pick a side, then is that actually the right path that we need to be? We shouldn't have to pick a side. We're a group, we're a collective, we're uniting as one. In Australia, they're talking about monoculture and multiculturalism. The problem isn't them in itself. Multiculturalism can work, but not through religion, not through that individuality of religious bias. It's through personal experience, through food and culture and love. You can assimilate or get out in those motives, or you can just be normal, be a human being, be empathic, be loving, and not hate one another. The problem is, the people in power don't bring in these people because they're happy. They want violence, they want anger, they want all of that rage because that's what entertains them. That's what keeps people focused, not on what is really happening. Maybe it's the collapse. Maybe in their deluded psychotic world, they think it's working, but we see the collapse. Which may be more to the point, is that they think that this is normal. I don't know. Just a person who's trying to succeed in life, to find my own home and build my own career, helping people, helping humanity, helping Mother Nature. Get back into the swing of things, get fit and enjoy life and have a family. I think we all want that. And it's pushing people to its breaking point. So I think when you think about the Djinns, as so to speak, or entities, whatever you would like to call them, and how they can enter through the phone, this is why people get distracted. They're hooked on it. This is why Wi-Fi is important, because they live through your home, through your schools, your environment. They're able to manipulate you. They attach to you. And you bring them into your home. They attach to your friends and your family. They come through your television and your TV, through your radio, through all of it. And that's why sometimes you can feel so good about life and so perfect, and then all of a sudden it's the same story over and over again. Which is why getting out into nature is so rewarding. But then you come home and it should be a safe place. But in some positions we can't control our environment because of where we are. We make friends with the devil, you might say. What would you do if you met someone who was a Djinn, or was someone that was good, that was hated by the world but loved by everyone else? The power to create change and influence. I don't know. I've always loved the idea of being able to draw something and bring it to life. Maybe that's what I'm meant to do, but I've always found a problem in drawing things, in wanting to become true. I thought I would be greedy, would be not what I am. Or is it just because I'm placing so much focus on what I'm drawing and what I'm doing that I create that reality? Perhaps. Maybe that's why I'm an abstract artist. I just want to be free. I want peace in my life. And I want to start building and showing that with the world, and that is what I ask. And I hope that all of the things for everyone else comes true as well. Because I'm tired now. Tired of fighting. I'm tired of trying to put myself out there over and over again, believing in faith and believing in the word and the God and the path and all of the things. And then seeing beautiful dragonflies offering me hope. I don't know where the world will be. I don't know where it's going. I don't know how long we have to wait. But all I know is no matter where I am, I will be a shining beacon for those who need it. My knowledge is above what I could even comprehend. And I hope I can help so many people along the way. Without judgment or bias, without anything, just listening to people's stories. With calling out those who manipulate, fraud, and the atrocities of those who have been committed. I think it's time we saw some love finally conquer the world, instead of the evil that it currently is. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.